Hi, my name is Jo Walker and I'm the Chief Exec at Gloucestershire County Council. So I'm delighted to be at the conference today, and I was asked to speak about leading with purpose through significant change. I don't think we've lived through such a period of change as we're doing at the moment, whether that's the pace of change in terms of technology, expectation in our communities, or indeed our structural change. We're going through local government reorganisation at the moment, which will impact the fire service as well. And so leading through that change, it's really important to maintain clarity in terms of purpose and what we're trying to achieve, which for me is guided through wanting to improve outcomes for our residents, for our communities, but being clear about that sense of purpose, but not necessarily having all the answers all the time, and being clear about when we don't have the answers. But that we're working through that level of complexity. Leading with empathy and compassion, because different people deal with change in different ways. Being people focused and listening actively to the anxiety that people might be experiencing as they go through that change, supporting people through that change journey, and ensuring that our approach to change is really inclusive and reflects the diversity within our communities. So EDI is hugely important to Gloucestershire County Council, which includes the fire service. And the reason for that is we represent diverse communities, and therefore it's really important to me to listen and understand what those communities need and are experiencing at the moment, particularly with the diversity in terms of politics and the impact that might be having in our communities. So understanding how we as leaders, alongside our HR teams and our voice networks, our staff networks, how we can listen to those lived experience, but also then take action to address some of the concerns being raised is hugely important, because we know, and it's absolutely from research, that diversity of thought improves innovation, creativity within our workforces, which is something we'd all want to embrace. I think the conference like this is hugely important on a number of levels, actually. I always think that human contact is really important. So being able to come together in groups, there's a value hugely of working on Teams and on Zoom calls, but actually coming together and sharing lived experience, sharing the organisational experiences about what's worked, what hasn't worked, being able to ask some difficult questions and hear from leaders in terms of the approaches that have been taken, all hugely important. We can learn from each other, again, through listening actively about people's experiences and taking action where needed.